Welcome in. My name is Derek Delaney, founder and president of PharmD Financial Planning. So I think it's an understatement to say that investment markets are acting crazy, right? We have not experienced this type of volatility this short into any year in a long, long time. 2022 is setting up to be potentially very, very painful for a lot of investors who have forgotten that volatility in investment markets are extremely common. But along with that volatility has come a surge in the number of people taking their money and investing their money inside of annuity products. And that's for good reason. You experience the pain of loss inside regular investment accounts, and you look to alleviate that pain through some investment outlet. And a lot of people end up finding annuities as that alternative. Specifically, if those annuities offer some type of guarantees that will eliminate the probability of losing any more money after you place your money inside a contract like that. But before you go and do that, there are important things you're going to want to know about annuities, and that's what we're going to cover in this video today. So my goal is to go over what I believe are the four most common type of annuities and how they could potentially be beneficial in the grand scheme of a real financial plan for people. And hopefully that will allow you to know whether or not annuities are something you should go out and purchase or not. So the first type of an annuity is basically the granddaddy of all annuities. It's why annuities were created, and that is an income annuity. It's essentially you taking your money, you handing it over to a life insurance company, and in return that life insurance company is going to pay you a stream of income for a specific period of time or for the rest of your life. And what it does is it eliminates a huge risk a lot of people have, and a huge risk that a lot of people fall into during poor economic times early in retirement. And that is the risk of running out of money too early in life, especially in retirement. Where if you create some sort of guaranteed income stream along with Social Security, you can pretty much create an income floor for yourself. So if you hand over 10, 15% of your money to an insurance company and in return they're able to pay you a guaranteed stream of income for the rest of your life, that guaranteed stream of income and Social Security or pension income or farm rent income or any other guaranteed sources of income you can tack on top of that, create an income floor of money you can realistically expect to receive for the rest of your life. So income annuities are phenomenal in that regard because there's not a lot of other investment vehicles that I'm aware of that can pay the same type of payout as far as a percentage of income they're able to pay you off of the money you give them that you can find and do yourself without that annuity company and without that insurance company and without that annuity contract being involved. So income annuity is the first one, and that's the one that's been around for the longest. The second one I want to talk about is a variable annuity. So variable annuities are interesting. I think variable annuities are the type of annuity that has basically given annuity contracts as an investment vehicle a bad name, because variable annuities are technically investment vehicles that you can stick your money into. You're required to keep your money in there for a specific period of time, and the guarantees that they give in return are complex. And most of the time, in my opinion, a lot of the guarantees found in variable annuities aren't really understood that well by investors, and they never end out taking advantage of them in the first place. So essentially a variable annuity is you put your money in the contract. It usually gives you the opportunity to make money, but you can also lose money in that contract, and there's usually guarantees tagged into or are a part of that variable annuity that you can take advantage of usually at some point further down the road. The next type of an annuity I want to talk about are fixed indexed annuities. And these are relatively new, but they're gaining in tremendous popularity. And it's essentially a way for you to participate in the upside of investment markets without having to participate in the downside. So essentially, again, you hand your money over to an annuity company or an insurance company, and in return, they give you a fixed indexed annuity. In that fixed indexed annuity, your money inside that fixed indexed annuity will rise when whatever index is attached to that annuity contract goes up. And you won't get a dollar for dollar increase when that index goes up that your annuity contract is attached to, but you'll get some sort of participation rate, or you'll get capped at a specific percentage. For example, let's say you buy a fixed indexed annuity and it's attached to the S&P 500 index. Well, let's just say the first year you have your money in that fixed indexed annuity, the S&P 500 index goes up 10%. Now, the probability of you getting 10% return on your money is very, very small. Chances are you're getting a participation rate at like 25%. So you get 25% of what that index does. So in our example, you'd make like 2.5%. But the real benefit, in my opinion, of a fixed index annuity is it limits or caps your downside at usually zero. So if that same S&P 500 index were to drop 20% in any given year, you wouldn't have to worry about losing anything on your money, which for a lot of people is a guarantee that's worth it for themselves regardless of how capped the upside is. And then finally, the last annuity we'll talk about are just the fixed annuities, which are very, very similar to a CD you can buy at a bank, where you hand your money over to an insurance company for a specific period of time and they pay you a fixed rate of return on your money each year for however long you have your money with them. The problem with that is a lot of interest rates right now are pretty low. And with inflationary pressures we're experiencing right now, close to 7, 8, 9% in some cases, locking your money up for a 3 to 5 year period and only getting 20 or 30% of where inflation's at right now as far as rate of return can be tough to take. So just know that fixed index annuities, in my opinion, provide the same downside protection as fixed annuities, but those fixed index annuities over a longer period of time will probably provide you with a little more upside than what those fixed guaranteed annuity rates will do for you in the near term. So just know that if you hear the word annuity and you get offered a chance to participate in an annuity or buy an annuity, make sure, one, that it fits inside your financial plan correctly. You don't want to buy something you're not going to need or you're not going to take full advantage of, because chances are you're paying for something that you're not going to use. And then 2, understand what your liquidity needs are and what your time horizon for that money is. Because when you purchase an annuity, you're going to get locked into that product for a specific period of time. And if you think you're going to need that money anytime within that time period for any substantial purchases, you're probably best off not using that annuity contract to begin with at all. So when it comes to annuities, use them wisely, make sure they're being used in your best interest, and make sure that those annuity products fit within the comprehensive nature of your entire financial picture. If you're able to do that with annuities, chances are you won't hit that buyer's regret, and chances are you won't experience the same type of pitfalls others who have purchased annuities in the past and have regretted them and have regretted those purchases have. Again, if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to reach out. You can always visit my website at PharmDFP.com, and we could talk more about something like this or any other financial challenges that you're experiencing at this time. Until next time, happy planning.